First thing on the program is just going to be sensory stimulation. That's just poking, prodding, massaging, mainly her hind limbs.
Okay.
Dr. Schiff was doing some proprioceptive tests on her. She was a little bit delayed. That could be because she's kind of nervous or hesitant. It could be because there's some sort of neurologic difficulty going on. So just messing with her hind limbs really, and just making her aware that she's got feedback here. You might be annoying her a little bit. That's okay. You can do some pinching. You can do some poking. As long as she's like reacting a little bit. Like right now, she's clearly like, okay. That's what you're looking for. You know,
Okay.
you don't have to like get her up and do any sort of, nothing painful, nothing forceful. Don't use your nails to pinch her or anything, but you can just use the pads of your finger to just kind of mess with her. And
Yeah.
just so that she's like, okay, I do have feet, and that she's more encouraged to use them.
Yeah.
You can do this in this position. You can do it while she's standing. You can do it while she's sitting. Just make sure the position she's in is comfortable and she's not struggling. So if she's standing, you might have to support her a little bit because she might be like, what's going on? But you can do it while she's just like this in a neutral position, relaxing with you.
Okay.
After that, the next three exercises are going to be massage. So massage to her shoulders, to her whole back, and to her hip and hip flexors. All the massages we do here are very gentle, open hand massage, so you don't need to add any pressure, just the weight of her hand to kind of get some blood moving. As she comes into physical therapy, the therapist will do they'll do more soft tissue massage, something a little bit deeper, but we don't want you to like knead and press and try to get anything out. It's really just to relieve some tension in her, across her whole body. This is also to tolerance, so if she gets up after 3 or 4 minutes, it's like, okay, had enough, that's fine. But if she's willing to let you massage for 10-20 minutes, that would be really good. One thing to
She really liked it on that front. She was closing her eyes.
Because she's got a lot of tension up here. So just getting
closing her eyes. It looks like she's
I know.
so peaceful and relaxing.
It's a hard life.
No.
Girl. When you're massaging, make sure you're applying even less pressure where you're going over bonier areas. Areas that have less muscle, less fat, less protection. They can be more tender, especially going across the spine, so she just has some back sensitivity. With the back, you want to go on the sides of the spine, so paraspinal, so not directly on top.
Oh, okay.
You want to go on the side, and then when you're getting into the hips, you're going to feel this bony prominence. You kind of want to go around that. So around this bone here, getting into her leg, getting into her hip flexor as she allows. But very gentle no matter what, always to her tolerance, and always in a relaxed position. So you don't want to be lifting the leg up to massage it, just kind of get your hands in where they're fitting in. You don't want to lift this up to massage, you just kind of want to find what position she's comfortable in. That's what you have access to. Nice girl.
Oh yeah, she likes that.
Last things on the program are going to be range of motion, passive range of motion, or PROM. And you're going to do that to her hips and knees. You might want to come a little bit closer so you can see. Nice girl. I'm going to pull you out just a little.
Good girl.
Oh, thank you. She's like,
Oh.
what are you doing? I'm sorry. So for massage, ideally she's laying down and relaxed, but she could be standing, but you want her laying down and relaxed and not utilizing the muscle. For the passive range of motion, for sure you want her laying down, relaxed,
You should
not
have that.
yeah, utilizing the muscle.
Okay.
So first we have the knees.
Okay.
For range of motion, leg in neutral position, you don't want to lift it too much in order to do the range, and you're just going to take her knee through its flexing and extending motion that she would do if she was walking. And so I'm going to support under the knee with one hand and use the other hand to flex very slowly, and watch for her breathing and her hesitating and things like that, and then extend as she allows. Good job. I know. Her knees are a little bit tender, that licking the lips, and she kind of shook her leg a little bit. That was a sign that she's like, okay, I didn't really like that. Like, it's okay, but I didn't really like it. So I would only do that once or twice if she allows it. You don't have to do it like once a day.
Okay.
And when you're doing range of motion, you want to isolate the joint that you're ranging. You don't want to do the ankle and the hip as you're doing the knee, ideally. Some stuff is going to move. That's just how body mechanics are. But do your best to support the leg in a neutral position.
Yeah.
And since it's already kind of flexed, I'm just going to extend a little bit. That's good. I'm watching for her breathing, and she is a little bit nervous. And good, because she's just like, I don't know you. You're behind me.
Yeah.
And as I came in to flex the knee, it kind of moved on its own and twitched a little bit. I think that's a sign that she is not the biggest fan or could be uncomfortable with that.
Oh.
So the moment you feel something like that, you can halt what you're doing and just leave in that position.
Okay.
If you feel any sort of hard stop or resistance or any of that, you don't need to press any further. You're going to range the limb so far as it's easy to do. We don't want to like push her past her limits, especially because we don't want to wait till they're uncomfortable for them to give an indication, or we don't want to wait until like it's too much pain. Dogs are pretty stoic. She's dealt with a lot of discomforts throughout her life, and so chances are if something's uncomfortable, she can just tolerate it. But you don't want to wait until she's like, okay, that's enough. So you're gonna do stuff very gently. It's better for her not to be in pain and for us not to get as much functional range than for us to see how much range she has and risk hurting her. And as she comes in for therapy, they will focus more on doing some more intense range of motion just because we have modalities to then comfort her after.
Okay.
So at home, very gentle, and if you feel uncomfortable doing anything, you don't have to do it. It's totally okay.
Okay.
And then now we're gonna range her hip, same thing as before. Good thing she's fully on her side. It's a great position to range her in. Now we're going up here. We're gonna try and not bend the knee or ankle, and we're just extending the hip back. She twitched a little bit, but I think that's her knee. Since she twitched, I'm just gonna hold it there in extension for a while.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna bring it back in to flexion.
And she is flexing her knee.
Yeah.
She's doing that.
Yeah, she did the little motion with her knee, and I think that's, as she moves her hips, she's gonna end up moving her knee, which is uncomfortable. So that makes sense. But since there is some discomfort, I'm not gonna try and go too far. I'm not gonna do more than 2 repetitions of this.
So you're saying you think it's uncomfortable with the hip extension?
It's uncomfortable, but I don't know if it's uncomfortable because her hips are uncomfortable or it's uncomfortable because she has to move her knee and her knee is uncomfortable. So if you have knee issues and now you're walking, your hip movement's gonna be kind of strange, but it could be because you have to, the rest of your body is not, properly moving. Once again, this hand is just supporting, this hand is doing the movement, pushing to extend a little bit. She just kind of like moved a little bit and her breathing was a little bit harder. I think that's as much as she's willing to give, which is totally fine. And now I'm gonna bring it back in. And the knee has to bend a little bit to get that hip to flex. This time though, she didn't react as much. She's a little bit more used to it. I'm just holding for a few seconds. As she becomes more tolerant with this, you can go from holding for 5 seconds to holding for 10 seconds to holding for 15 seconds.
Okay. So you're trying to get a little stretch.
Yeah, just trying to do a stretch. They say you need to stretch a muscle for about 30 seconds for it to like really get some benefit. But I don't want to like force her to do all of that, especially since she had a full exam today already. So she's gotten that stretch in for sure. But as you do this at home, you can see what she tolerates more and see how long she's willing to let you extend and flex the limb. Definitely would start with just a few seconds and then work your way up so that she's not caught off guard by just like, it's like if you don't run and you suddenly go on a run, you're like, oh, my whole body hurts. It's because your body's not conditioned to do that.
Yeah.
And given that she's been compensating for a lot of things and she's missing a whole limb now, definitely gradually work your way towards having more extensive extension and flexion.
Okay.
And you're gonna do that on both sides.
Okay.
But our front limb, pretty good, so you don't need to worry for that.
Oh, we're okay.
Yeah, just knee and hip.
Knee, hip, on the
On both
rear
sides.
limbs.
Yeah, on her
both
rear
sides,
limbs.
bilateral. Okay.
All right, that's it, good girl.